Let's talk about this Nike ad campaign with Colin Kaepernick. It's a black and white close-up of his face. The bottom of the ad, it says, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Lots of talk online about this. Lots of talk in newspapers, television, radio. Mostly people taking one side of the argument or the other. I'm going to talk about how it relates to your podcast. Let me give you a summary of the situation to bring you up to speed. The headline from an article I just found on CNBC, it says, Nike shares fall as backlash erupts over new ad campaign featuring Colin Kaepernick. Here are the bullet points. Nike shares fall Tuesday after company revealed a new ad campaign featuring Colin Kaepernick. The news of Kaepernick becoming the face of Nike's marketing campaign sparked some backlash from consumers on social media. And the reason for that is, in 2016, he decided not to stand for the national anthem to protest racial injustice. Hashtag Nike boycott is trending on Twitter, with some people saying they were going to burn their Nike sneakers. Now, what does this have to do with podcasting? Let's look back to that initial protest. He decided not to stand for the national anthem to protest racial injustice. That's my understanding of why he did that. That's what he has said. Yet, people want to make it something different. It's about the flag. It's about disrespecting veterans. You've heard those arguments. That's big lesson number one. People are going to misunderstand your message. You can be crystal clear about it. You can spell it out. You can put it in writing. You can say, this is what I'm trying to do. People are going to put their own spin on it. Knowing this, you've got three options. You can put the message out anyway, speak your truth. You can soften the message, try to make it a little bit more palatable so it doesn't have that kind of backlash. 3, don't say anything. That's what most people do. Everybody's got an opinion. They love to spout it on social media. They love to remain anonymous, talk about it in their homes. But when it comes to a podcast, how many people are actually saying anything? Not many. Big lesson number 2, if you're not choosing that first option, speak your truth. What's the point? What's the point? Let's say you've got a religious broadcast, a Christian podcast. You're a Christian, you believe in Jesus. Are you going to say you believe in Jesus, or are you going to talk about a higher power? Soften that message, make it a little bit more palatable. Bring people in who maybe are offended by Jesus. What are you going to do? Higher power is not going to connect with Christians. And if you're Christian, that's not your belief anyway. Now, I could give you a million examples of this, but I'm not here to give you examples. I'm here to have you think about your message. What is your message? I'm here to let you know that it is okay for you to repel people. That's big lesson number 3 here. Just as many people love Nike today as hate them, maybe more. When some people saw that ad, they said, man, Nike gets me. Nike gets what this guy's trying to do. He gets how I feel. And they love Nike even more. Was it risky? Hell yeah, it was risky. Anything worth doing is risky. If you're going to put your voice to a podcast, put it out into the world, once it's out, it's out. You don't know who's going to hear it. Maybe some people are going to hear it that you don't want to hear it. That's a risk. Some people are going to disagree with you. Some people are going to leave you bad reviews. Some people are going to send you anonymous emails. It happens, even at a small level. You're a podcaster, go into a podcasting Facebook group. People get into arguments over the dumbest things. No, that mic sucks. Don't use that mic, it sucks. Who cares? The right mic is the one that you got in front of you. The right mic is the one that enables you to get your podcast out. Who cares about microphones? Yet people are getting into arguments about them. So imagine when it gets into something important. Something that really matters. Big social issues, something like injustice, police brutality, healthcare, war. People are opinionated about those things. And if you talk about any of those things, you're going to get backlash. That Christian podcast that I mentioned, I see this happen all the time with Christian authors. They are in a hard place. You think you got it bad? Imagine being a Christian author. You got Christians on top of Christians. No, it's not Jesus enough. He didn't praise God in the way I want to praise God. Then you got the atheist in there. This is too Christian. Too much Jesus. You can't please anybody, so you got to please yourself. You fly your flag. That's what Nike's doing. Will it pay off? We'll see. Too early to tell. Today their stock dropped a little bit, but Nike's been around for a long time. 30 years of the Just Do It campaign. That's what this Colin Kaepernick campaign is about. He's not the only athlete involved in this new campaign. He's just the guy getting the most press right now. From a business standpoint, I think it was brilliant. What did Adidas do today? It's too late for them to make a bold move like this. They look like followers. Same thing for your podcast. Are you going to lead or are you going to follow? We all want listeners. We all want the people to love what we have to say, but few people want to lead. Do you? You need to act like it. That means taking a stand. Are you going to repel some people? Yes. Hell yes, you're going to repel some people. But some people are going to love you even more. The Nike swoosh, it means something different today. And while there are a few people that are burning their Nike stuff, making a big deal about it, there are other people that are going out to the mall, to stores like Amazon, buying Nike stuff, and they're going to wear it in a totally different way. This is a long game, just like your long game. We're not going to be thinking about the stock dropping for a couple of days. In a few years from now, we're going to be thinking about who took a stand on this issue. And maybe they lost money, but it's a big company. They can afford to lose money. You can afford to lose a few listeners by speaking your truth and keeping the listeners that are really into you and making them true fans. So speak your truth and focus on those people.